20 of us, that's 20 goons. And ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. 3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He's going to air one out for Anderson. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Makes the score Panthers 7, Texans nothing.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check Mike 54.
Here's Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, that wasn't a completion, but it wasn't a sack either. So the good takeaway, able to extend the life of the play. Normally you would think he'd just take off and run downfield, but he was trying to find an open receiver, unable to do so.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. I got it.
Out of the gun, Watson. This is caught, it's Cooks. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. To the air yet again, Watson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Panthers make over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5.
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They'll run with McCaffrey, and from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Check, check. Light him up. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check 3. Check.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And an alley to run. He's at the 50. The 30, past the 20, touchdown. Touchdown, Carolina! Christian McCaffrey, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. The defense was expecting run. They got it. They just forgot to stop him.
Sometimes execution just wins, doesn't it? And give a lot of credit to the big guys up front because they knew they were running against a defensive front that was probably overloaded, and they had to find a way to create just a little bit of space, and they ended up creating a lot of space, and off he went.
This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hit it out, hit it out.
From the gun, here's Watson. And his throw here's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football.
Alert, alert.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Corn Elder. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. Raiders continuing to roll. They have opened their lead even further. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Hey, 19! 54, Mike, 54.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Hey, 54.
Let's make these babies cry.
Line them up.
On 2nd and 15 now. Watson, he's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
3rd and long. It's Watson going up top. And that's caught inside the 30. A big-time play there for the Texans. 49 yards.
You had to figure they'd take a shot downfield on 3rd and long, so the old cliche came into mind right away from me. Who wants it more? You always hear about receivers, you hear about their hands, their moves, their speed. How about the positioning and the desire to go get that one out of the air?
On 1st down, Watson. He gets it to Cooks. 21-0 our score after 1. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
2nd and 5 now. Watson. And it's caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. His 2nd touchdown on the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Bridgewater to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Check 4, check 4.
Kill. Turn it up. Kill.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. They find some open field here. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. The 20. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Bridgewater now. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Ian Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Focus, defense, focus. Check 37. Check 54. Alert.
Watson. And it's complete. Stills. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
27. Man left, man left.
Hey. We got 3. 3 down. 3 down.
Hey, 31. 43 is the mic, boy. 49 to go.
Now a 1st down throw. Watson eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
43. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Let's get off the field.
Watson on 1st down. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best
And it's intercepted at the goal line. T.J. Green with a pick.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. 3rd and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Looking long for Thomas. He's got a man. Complete. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
Second down.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Not today, you are. Check, 55.
To throw, Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point try good by Gano. And a rout is on here in this first half. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, a bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
Double tight, double tight.
We got him.
On second down now, it's Johnson. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go, fellas.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's how we do it, man.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, D.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Now Watson throwing on 3rd and long. And he finds Stills, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
Texans first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And Stills bringing it in. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
by the time
we have to leave the booth.
First down, Carolina.
Stay with your man. Tighten up.
Play fake. Bridgewater. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Gano the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more.
Panthers 42, Texans 7. Graham Gano, the kickoff for
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Don't be scared of it. 43 is the mic. 55. 43 is the mic, boys. 54 is down. He's coming. 43.
Throwing again is Watson. On the left side, this is Stills. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Watson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Watson flushed to his right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game. And there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson flushed out right. Going deep here for Stills. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
Again, it's Watson. He's got his target. It's Cobb. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Check. Watch 54.
On first down, it's Watson. He finds his man Johnson. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gain?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard's going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go ahead and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the 50, it's Watson. He's got Fuller, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Watson looks to throw again. Complete. It's Johnson. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To the air yet again. Watson steps away to his left. Oh, nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's 3rd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
3rd and 2, Watson. And he's going to be taken down, back around the 35-yard line.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Panthers will get the football back. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he'll be taken down at the 26. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. From the 17, Bridgewater. And he's got it. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point try good by Gano, and that will extend this big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They stay on the ground on first for Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. And we've seen this a few times in this game. That offensive line just, I don't know if you want to call it out physical, out tough, whatever you want to use.
And what people do when that is happening, when they're getting dominated that way, they spread things out a little bit, make it more of a space game, and allow your skill position players to make a few plays out in open field. Take away the physical element, gives you a chance.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Watson. Screenplay, Johnson. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Dante Jackson picks it. 30, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson. He gets it to Cooks. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
That's what I do. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. 24.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Brian Burns. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And that is incomplete here. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down.
Let's get it.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on fourth. One last throw here for Watson. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Carolina, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hate cause ice on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They Ella the man, you know I'm icy in Vegas. This for the that haters, I make a lot of new money, when the not savers. You be liking my flavor, watch out.
Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit, ex-slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things, pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip, crush.